Michelle Leem, and I'm Director of Sales and Marketing for Disney Interactive Media Group. And today I'm showing you Disney Universe, which is coming out October 25th on PlayStation 3, as well as the Xbox 360 and Nintendo Wii. It's the first time that Disney's actually brought many different characters together in one game. There's actually 45 different Disney characters that you can play as in this game. And in fact, you're going to be playing as your own avatar, and then you can actually suit up as one of your favorite Disney characters. So right now I'm playing as the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland, but I can also change my costume at any time, and now I've changed to Nemo. So there's lots of things to do in the game. There's actually up to 4 players that can play at the same time. And there's 6 different Disney worlds that you can play through that are based on different Disney and Pixar films, like WALL-E or Monsters, Inc. And I'm actually playing in Aladdin right now. There's also Alice in Wonderland and Lion King and a whole lot more. So you and your friends will be playing together through each level and defeating enemies. So there'll be lots of action, but at the same time there's lots of puzzles to solve. There's collectibles and things to find within the level. There are also treasure tests, where if you find the key that's in the level, you'll be able to actually upgrade your tool. Each costume has its own tool, and as you can see, Nemo here, he has a little anemone that he's holding. So each character costume will have its own tool that is representative of the personality of that character, which is a lot of fun. At the end of every 3 levels, there's actually a podium finish. So you can finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th based on how you do in the game. And that'll also be based on how many enemies you defeat, as well as how many Mickey heads you collect. There's also power-ups that you'll be getting, both good power-ups as well as bad power-ups. When you get a bad power-up, it's actually going to be a hex. And the hex will do really wacky things, like turn you into a basketball, or you might be turned into a chicken. But the fun part is that you can actually tag your friends and give them the hex, so that you don't have to be the one that's hexed, and you can hand it off to them. So there's lots of cooperative play. There's also a lot of competitive play. You kind of get to play the way that you want to play, and that's what makes it so much fun. So right now I'm actually having to find a ruby, and I'm also going to use this crank, and that'll position where the molten lava is coming out of this crazy monkey. And I need to actually get up onto that platform and get that ruby. But before I do that, I need to actually drag this magic piece over, which will give me a new platform to jump up onto, collect a whole lot more Mickey heads. Oh, there's my hex. This red cube, he's gonna actually hex me now. Let's see what kind of hex I get. Oh, I've been turned into a shoe. And I can actually use this against my enemies as well and give them a good big kick with the shoe. And so now I'm going to pick up the ruby and bring him over here and use the ruby in the monkey. And what that's done is it's actually created a new platform for me to go to, which will get us to a new spot in the game. And now it's told me I have another objective, which is return the ruby to the statue. And of course, at the same time, we have all these enemies that have decided to come into play and give us a lot more fun to play with. So now I've switched over to Pumbaa. And you can also see over here, there's an enemy that's actually taking my item that I need. He's trying to hide it on me, and that's something that will happen as well. So now I've taken this item and I can drag it all over and make this piece come up. And now the blue arrow is actually my objective. It's pointing down to this crank. So I'm pushing the crank to make that ruby come out. So we need to collect rubies. So I'm actually going to try going this way. There we go. Now the rubies actually come out, but it's stuck. So now we have to come over here and step on this green button. And this is where the cooperative play comes into factor, because I'll step on the button and my friend can actually move over and pick up the ruby. And there we go. Now we have more platforms to move across. You can also switch your character on the fly by pressing the L1 button. So I've just changed into Donald Duck now, who has a fishing rod as his tool. We also have Rafiki, and of course Goofy with his little flag. This is Timon from The Lion King. And of course he has a bug, because Timon and Pumbaa love eating bugs. So again, there's a number of different Disney character costumes that you can suit up as. If you're a princess fan, you'll love to play as Rapunzel or Tinkerbell or one of the princesses in the game. Now additionally, there's also these mini games. As you can see right now, I've walked up to this old style arcade, and by pressing the triangle button, I've actually gone into a little mini game called Last Man Standing. And so this is actually a fun one because you get to defeat your friends. And since nobody else is playing the other player right now, I'm gonna beat up my friend here, the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland. And it's a very short challenge. It's about 30 seconds, it's timed. But there's lots of other neat mini games that you'll play there, like Chicken Run, where you have to defeat 30 chickens, or defeat your enemies, where you have to defeat 30 enemies all at the same time. So that was a look at the Aladdin level, and look for Disney Universe to be coming out on October 25th.